like a celebrity, not an influencer. Stop it. Try to get on the quality. Personal brand clarity cheat sheet. 10 magnetic post prompts. Oh, hi. I didn't notice you guys have started the video. Anyway, I was just watching this Ranbir Kapoor interview with Nikhil Kamath, and yesterday I watched this Aamir Khan video, and I'm like, why am I obsessed with these people? Celebrities, especially, who don't speak much or who didn't appear so much on social media. Like literally, Ranbir Kapoor, Aamir Khan, Saif Ali Khan, Taboo. These people don't even have pages, and there are many more like them. Pankaj Tripathi, like I can list down the whole. And that made me thought that why there are so many celebrities who are so much active, and then there are few who chose to be silent. Then I read more about it and I got to know that being mysterious, being quiet, being elegant is kind of a branding strategy. And that's what I'm gonna break down in this video. So basically, in the world of people where everybody is shouting online, we are obsessed with people who stay quiet. And this is the personal branding lesson that no one will teach. The power of mystery. There is a power when you don't say much or when you speak to very limited words. When the Ranbir Kapoor came on Nikhil Kamath podcast, it got so many views because he didn't do interviews and he suddenly spoke so much. He just put his heart out regarding everything. And that's what intrigues us, because as a social media person myself, I like to put things on stories. What's happening today, what I'm gonna do tomorrow, and I'm putting reels, I'm putting content. But when there is someone who don't put any content, who don't even appear in interviews, just give us some mystery about like what's going in the personal life and how it is, what they like, what they dislike. For an example, if Saif Ali Khan comes in interview today and said about the books he read, you will watch it. Or if Taboo comes out and share her skin routine, you will watch it, because these people never spoke much. Also, I believe there's second thing, which is selective communication. See, Aamir Khan only speak when there's something valuable to say. Like he did a show Satyamev Jayate. He didn't come out and just speak for the sake of speaking. So he is very selective. So basically your words matter. If you want to build a strong personal brand, make sure that whatever you speak, whatever selective speaking you're doing matter. Like I have inculcated that in my life by making only, I think, 1 or 2 videos max I make in the whole week. There are people who are posting 4 videos, 5 videos. Same with the Instagram, same with the LinkedIn. Like I post YouTube videos very less because I want to speak and want to make something that is remarkable on YouTube and nothing just for the sake of posting. Third thing I think is boundaries are powerful and professional. So have you seen like Taboo don't attend parties, Saif Ali Khan don't chase social media validation? So this teaches a lot about them that we can inculcate is that your work speaks a lot, because they're such good actors that whatever movie comes, people will watch it and they do flawless acting. So same with you, when you're building a personal brand, you don't have to seek anything. You have to make sure that your product is good. If you're a founder, if you have a D2C product, if you have a proper app, if you have a proper product, you really don't need to shout much. You have to just make a good product and the people will do the shouting for you. The people who watch it, the people who use it. So just like how these guys might be getting so many offers of interviews and stuff like that, paid events, but they say no to. I think we should also not say yes to every opportunity and be very selective and maintain boundaries and say yes to things which we want to. So if today I get a client who is like, Krati, I'll give you 10,000 because I cannot pay more than that, and if you demean my work by saying that people are charging so much less, why you are charging and all, I prefer to say no to him, because I will save my time, which I will use in building my own brand and attracting good clients, rather than saying yes just for the sake of that 10,000 rupees. I know it might be a huge amount for someone, but try to understand what I'm saying. Even at your own stage, let's suppose you're making 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 per month. Let's just suppose. Still, I think it's huge that you have to be selective. If you're starting from zero, I don't say it's a good suggestion. But if you've started making some money, try to be selective and see that where you need to invest your time and energy. So now exactly how this works for you. You don't need to post every day. Literally, there are times when if I'm like sick, I have no reels to post. I'm okay. There are times when I'm on a vacation or I'm on a trip, I don't post on LinkedIn. There is a time when I don't post a YouTube video for like 10-15 days. It's really okay, not end of the world, because whatever you post, whenever you post, should have the crux, the content, and you shouldn't just thinking of posting 3 times a day. You should be thinking of posting and making quality better every time. And also this sparks curiosity. So if a founder posts one customer win which is in depth, for an example, if you have a skincare brand and if you post an in-depth case study of a person who has a very bad skin and how it get improved with using your products in 6 months, even if you post that kind of stories once a month is more than enough. Then you are doing 50 posts on buy my product, these has these acids, these blah 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 ingredients. You getting my point? So one case study of your customer which is in depth is more beneficial than posting anything. And if you're a freelancer, then again, posting one client case study which is in depth is much better than just telling how good I am, how I've gained followers for these people, blah blah blah. Think like a celebrity, not an influencer. Curate your online persona. Profile photos, taglines, bios, all should attract vision, a bigger vision. Like if you read my LinkedIn bio now, I clearly mentioned that I help founders build branding via stories, compelling stories. I really don't care. And I am not behind followers. I am there to build your community. So I am very clear with my tagline and I don't want to change for anyone. Strategic storytelling. I have done videos on storytelling. You should go and watch. I've done a very detailed video on how RebelGate do the storytelling, a breakdown. So you should go and watch that. Continue with substance, not just frequency. This is the biggest, I think, blunder people are doing in 2025. And as a social media marketing strategist, I would tell you, please stop posting more. Stop it. Try to get on the quality and try to see what you can offer good and best to the world. Last, protect your online reputation. Respond to criticism rarely. Let time and results speak. Remain professional. Avoid online drama or controversial things. So yeah, that's it. Also guys, this is not the at all. There is whole bonus resources which I've crafted for this video, which has like personal brand clarity cheat sheet, 10 magnetic post prompts, and build your quiet brand in 30 days. So all of these amazing resources I have clubbed and post the link in the description. So do check that. And yeah, if you like this video, give a thumbs up and comment down.